Hello everyone, I'm Pan Siwei from the day class of Department of Foreign Literature, and I'm a senior now. And the plan to a foreign country for me is a journey to the end of the ridge, Iceland. And why choosing Iceland? In my opinion, the perfect place which I have always dreamed of traveling to was Iceland. I'm a person who admires the vast and serene nature very much. In the music library of my Apple Music, there is an album named 2019 created by Angus Mark Ray, a composer who I like very much. When listening to the music, the scenery of the vast glacier of Iceland always comes to my mind. I would sometimes imagine standing in the middle of the glacier or sailing a boat in a tranquil lake. I assume it will be such a graceful experience when the interior and exterior piece meets together. When I first acquired this country in my last year of elementary school, I was highly obsessed with the landscape and atmosphere of the country. The raw view from the photos makes me even more certain that Iceland is the dream nation I have always been eager to travel abroad. I would like to introduce some geography of Iceland. Iceland is at the juncture of the Northern Atlantic and Arctic Ocean. The main island is entirely south of the Arctic Circle, which passes through the small Icelandic island of Grimsey of the main island's northern coast. The country lies between latitude 63 and 86° north and longitude 25 and 13° west. Also, Iceland was created by rifting and accretion through volcanism along the mid-Atlantic ridge. Thus, it simultaneously formed numerous volcanic geography, whereas the geographical characteristic, Iceland possesses multiple landscapes in a mixture of volcanic and icy lands. For instance, the iconic Blue Lagoon, Vantajökull National Park, and Landmannalaugar. Iceland is the world's 18th large island and Europe's second largest island after Great Britain. A geologically young land, Iceland is the surface expression of the Iceland Plateau, a large indigenous province forming as a result of volcanism and the Iceland hotspot and along the mid-Atlantic ridge, the latter of which runs right through it. This means that the island is highly geologically active with many volcanoes, including Helka, Elja, Herobrio, and Elfell. And this is the plateau of Iceland, and two of the five volcanoes. And next one, I would like to introduce the brief history of Iceland. Iceland was founded more than 1,000 years ago during the Viking Age of exploration and settled by a mixed Norse and Celtic population. The early settlement, made up primarily of Norwegians, seafarers, and adventurers, fostered further excursion to Greenland and the coast of North America, which the Norse call Vinland. Despite its physical isolation some 500 miles from Scotland, its nearest European neighbors, Iceland has remained through its history very much a part of European civilization. The Icelandic sagas, most of which recount heroic episodes that took place at the time the island was settled, are regarded as among the finest literary achievements of the Middle Ages, reflecting a European outlook while commemorating the history and custom of people far removed from continental center of commerce and culture. And Iceland is a Scandinavian country, the world's oldest democracy but modern in nearly every respect. Unlike most European countries, however, it is ethnically homogeneous. So much of that genetic researchers have used its inhabitants to study hereditary disorders and develop cures for a host of disease. Although increasingly integrated into the European mainstream, Icelanders take care to preserve their tradition, custom, and language. And as for this trip, I would like to focus on the nature. As a person who was born on a tropical island, it is hard to imagine a place where the island is covered entirely with snow and ice. I always want to feel the freezing air and obnoxiously cold temperature in my life. Thus, for this trip to Iceland, I would like to focus on the nature and unique landscapes of this heaven-like island. When I was still a kid, my parents usually brought me to the mountains and the sea on the weekends. It was those experiences that bonded me deeply with nature. I always agree that humanity is part of Mother Nature. Therefore, we can always find a sense of intimacy and tranquility from the island and the ocean. In the spirit of getting closer to nature, this island at the end of the mid-Atlantic ridge really met my heart. And the last one, I would like to introduce the attraction I would like to include in this trip. There are many attractions in Iceland I would like to visit. Despite the limit of time, I'm eager to experience the vast nature and the tranquility of each creation of nature. Among all of those attractions, there are 5 places I want to visit most which are the lagoon in Reykjanes Peninsula and the Solheimum Ascender plane wreck on the south shore, and the Northern Light, Ventnagical National Park, and the Diamond Circle route. And this is the Blue Lagoon. The Blue Lagoon is the largest geothermal pool in Iceland. And this is the Solheimasender plane wreck. It is a plane wreck that was belonged to American Army and crashed in 1973 in Iceland, at a shore in south of the Iceland. And this is the Northern Light, which is the aurora in Iceland. And if you are lucky enough, you may see a lot of this kind of glorious lights in the sky. And these are the glaciers in Ventnagical National Park. And this is the Diamond Circle, which includes Lake Mevant, Dettifoss Waterfall, Asperger Canyon, and fishing town of Husavik. And this is my presentation. Thank you.